We've got a series on this channel called 5 Songs to Start With that was a viewer suggestion. That same viewer circled back around and gave us a suggestion for a band that he wanted us to cover as well. So coming up today on the channel, Lauren is going to slide in and give us 5 songs to start with from the band Franz Ferdinand, coming right up. Hey, it's Russ and Lauren here on the Infectious Groove Music YouTube channel, and Lauren has her own podcast, the Bearded Owl Podcast. For a little bit of one more season, I have the Infectious Groove Podcast as well. Those come out on Monday for my show, and Lauren's comes out Friday. So you can hit the link in the description below if you want to subscribe to those shows. But for the YouTube content, like I said, we take user or viewer suggestions all the time. And somebody suggested this series as a whole, and then circled back around and said, hey, would you also cover Franz Ferdinand in that series? So that's what Lauren's going to do today. So, Lauren, you're going to take us through 5 of the Franz Ferdinand songs you think someone should start with.
Yes.
So, Take Me Out to your choices.
Oh, great. That song's actually not on this list because that's the one that, if you know Franz Ferdinand, you know the song Take Me Out.
Right.
And actually, this list includes stuff from every subsequent album since that.
It sure does.
So, yeah, it starts with the song Outsiders, and this is very much like Take Me Out again. Franz Ferdinand has a sound.
Not to do a tangent, but I did that when I did a Bon Jovi video with they have a song called Every Day that is just like It's My Life, but I like it better even though It's My Life was a bigger hit.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like this is maybe what's happening here.
Same kind of deal. Yeah. So if you like Take Me Out, you'll definitely like Outsiders, and you'll probably like everything else that they put on the album. You could have it so much better. But then they evolve a bit. And their next album has a song called Twilight Omens on it. And it still has Franz Ferdinand. I don't know the word that I want to use to describe it, but like I picture like a factory in my head when I listen to their music. Somehow it's like Scottish, but like I feel like I'm working in a factory while I'm, you know what I mean? So this has that heavy, like it almost sounds like steam engine mechanical going on with it, and it does it way differently than they were kind of doing on the first 2 albums. And this song is almost a little spooky, but in a really cool, fun way.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
The next one that you're going to come to is from, now everybody has their own opinion, but this is from my personal favorite album. When this album came out, I could not stop listening to this record. And I don't know why. It's not a huge revolution from evolution from what they'd been doing before. But this record in particular. So, what song do you have to share?
Yeah, it's a song called Evil Eye. And if anybody involved with the production of season 2 of the series Wednesday is listening, this song belongs in that show.
Right, yeah. Which, by the way, from, I want to make sure I say this right. Right Thoughts, Right Words, Right Action.
Right.
The name of the record. And there's a song, it might even be titled that, but there's a song where they say that, and when I sing along, I still don't get it right.
That's great.
Order. But yeah, I absolutely agree that this is a song that could be used.
This should probably have gone on my Halloween playlist. But
yeah, well,
next year.
So we've got 3 down. You've got 2 more to go, and working through songs people should listen to by Franz Ferdinand. Speaking of which, I always put the links to the songs in the description below. So if you're looking at this and you have no Franz Ferdinand in your YouTube history, you can just go to the description below and hit the link. They're all listed out for these songs, so you can check them out. And if you like them, let us know. And even if you don't, just say, hey, that wasn't for me. Or if you're a Franz Ferdinand fan and you go, so far she's given us 3, she's got 2 more. If you go, I wouldn't start there at all. I would tell people these. Leave that comment as well. So take us through the last 2 that you have. For sure. So if you've watched this channel at all, you know that I tend to like songs with that sound peppy but have a really dark lyrics to them. Yeah, this is the opposite. I was going to say either wildly upsetting or deceptively sad. But this is the opposite of that. This is the opposite of that. Yeah, a lot of minor chords and stuff, but the lyrics are very uplifting about kind of finally finding the tribe that you're supposed to be with in life. So yeah, lyrically this song is great, and it's
happy without sounding happy, which again
Right.
is the opposite of what I tend to go for.
Right, I know. So finally, from Always Ascending is your next one. What is the last one on your list?
Yeah, it's a song called Billy Goodbye, and I think this is probably my favorite out of all of these because it's just so peppy. It's
Okay, but
yeah.
is the lyric content peppy as well, or are you tricking us again?
I'm not tricking you
No
this
trickery.
time. You know, it's talks about finding the best bit. So
Right on.
yeah, this song, you almost want to skip along to it, and I can't think of many Franz Ferdinand songs that I want to skip
Yeah.
along to.
Not a lot of skipping.
Most of the
going
time,
on
you're
in-
like lumbering or
Yeah, not
you know.
a lot of skipping going on in the Scottish factories.
No, there's not. But you're going to skip home from the Scottish factory while listening to Billy Goodbye.
Right. So that is 5 songs that Lauren would tell you if you're looking to get into, like, I made the poor Take Me Out pun at the beginning, but if you've heard Take Me Out and you go, I don't even know where to go with this band, this is where Lauren would tell you to go. And as I said before, the descriptions, link to the songs is in the description below. So go ahead and hit those up. Let us know what you think. If you're a longtime fan of the band, tell us what you think as far as our picks. Is this what you would do, or would you tell somebody to go a whole different route? But either way, as we always say, thank you so much for watching.